How do you budget for Medicare for 2026? Well, the numbers are still not final. They'll be final in the middle of November. But what they are projecting right now for your increase in Medicare Part B, everything that happens outside the hospital, your doctor visits, x-rays, MRIs, your Medicare Part B for the standard person in 2025 costs $185 per month. It's about $10 more than it cost last year, which is about $74.50. It's going up a lot for 2026. Again, this is just projected. Ideally, this might come in a little bit lower, but they're projecting it goes from $185 to $206.50, which is about a $21 increase, which is much higher than normal. Again, the last increase was only $10. That's not good news because everything's going up. But a lot of people like to see on the bright side of things, and they'll go, well, we're expecting, also it's again projected and not final, a cost of living increase on our Social Security of about 2.1 to 2.3%. So who cares if our Part B, we're going to be cool? No, because not just Part B is going up, everything else is going up too. How about Part B deductible? If you have a Medicare Supplement Plan G or Plan N, the most popular plans, this year your deductible is $257. That's great. It's extremely low, well under $300. It is going up for 2026. Again, this is projected to go up to $288. Ideally, that might come in a little bit lower, but that is, again, another big jump. What drives the cost of Medicare Part B? It's how much everybody on Medicare Part B is using it, and medical inflation. So we've seen a lot more people use the doctor in hospitals lately post-COVID because so many people postponed things for years. Then instead of catching cancer in stage 1, now it's much higher stage, much more expensive to treat. So all the insurance companies are dealing with what they're calling pent-up utilization. People didn't use the doctor, and now they're all going to the doctor, and that is driving medical inflation. How about the other Part D, which will also go up? Now, this is final. This is not projected. They know that the base annual premium for Part D, which is not the average premium that people will pay annually next year, it's something else, but this is what they base the penalty off of. So the base annual penalty or premium right now is $36.78. For 2026, again, this is final, it's going up to $38.99. For you, that doesn't seem like a big increase from 36 to 38, but it's kind of a big increase because for years it didn't do that. How about the $2,000 cap on your Medicare drugs? That was brand new for 2025, and that was a big win for a few people. But if you're taking a lot of drugs, you want to know, man, are they going to bump that up so I can have to pay more next year? It's only going up $100. So the maximum you'll pay out of pocket, if you're somebody that's taking a lot of drugs, the maximum you'll pay in 2026 goes from $2,000 a year to $2,100. So that's great. How about the annual Part D for drugs deductible? Again, this is final. Currently, it is $590, and it is going up to $615. Again, that's a lot bigger jump than we wanted to see. And for people that were relying, the people that were like, the glass is half full, and they're like, well, I might get a 2.3% increase in my cost of living, that it's quickly going to be eaten up by the price increase in Part B, by the Part B deductible increase, by the Part D deductible increase, and then all the drugs always go up. And then if you're on a Medicare supplement, they are going up in double digits. And I have a lot of videos explaining who's going up, all of them. Who's going up the fastest? The smaller companies. Who's not going up? Nobody. And how often they can raise you during a year. I have a lot of other videos you can watch on that. If you're not yet on Medicare and you're just right on the cusp and you're trying to learn all of this and trying to figure out how you're going to budget for retirement. When you're on a fixed income, your income's never going up. I always tell people, buy the best insurance you can buy when you first enter Medicare. For most people, that's at 65. But if you work past 65, it might be 67, 68, 69, whatever. Buy the best insurance you can buy at that time. We can always degrade your benefits. We can always go down, but start at the top. At the top generally means a Medicare Supplement Plan G. If you're in a high cost of living area like South Florida or New York, probably Plan N, maybe Pennsylvania, Ohio. But in general, Plan G, you start with a Medicare supplement that allows you to go to any doctor, any hospital. Then when you get these big rate increases on your B deductible, on your Medicare supplement, on your drug plan, you got to factor that it's not going to stop. A lot of people think, well, it was a hard year. There was an election or we had a tidal wave or whatever. You're trying to rationalize that it was an unusual year. It's not. We had a lot of rate increases in 2025. We will have a lot of rate increases in 2026. We don't see that slowing down. So start with good insurance. And then if we have to move you, we'll just we have options, right? That we'll move you. I always tell people, start with a Medicare Supplement Plan G. We'll probably end up on a Medicare Advantage HMO. And in between, there's several different options we can move before moving all the way from a Medicare Supplement Plan G all the way down here to an HMO. And I'm not trying to infer with this that a HMO is bad. It's not bad insurance. Maybe I should do this, but a Medicare supplement's better. If you watch my videos, I go into more detail. Or like I said, if you're on the cusp of retirement, head on over to Amazon and get my book. Type in Medicare Mama, it'll pop up. And it will explain to you how to budget for Medicare, what it costs now. And if you're wondering, what if I buy this book? Is it any value to me next year or the next year or anytime in the future? Yes, there is, because I have a QR code. This is linked to a dynamic Google document. So any of the changes that are in the One Day Beautiful bill, boom, click right here. So the book, 90% of the book will still be accurate in 10 years. But things do change every year, and you'll have access to that if you buy the book through the QR code. So that free updates. If you have more questions, you need help with Medicare, you can book a free appointment at our website, themedicarefamily.com. We're licensed in all 50 states. So wherever you are, if you need help with Medicare, if you're not really sure if you need to start yet, how to start, if you want to stay in your spouse's plan, if it's better, people have a million questions. Just book a free consultation. How is it free? People are leery. Why is it free? Because we're paid, just not by you. We're paid by the insurance companies as independent contractors. We work for dozens and dozens and dozens of insurance companies. So they pay us to help you so they don't have to have thousands of more agents on their own staff. So you don't have to pay us for help. So just book a free appointment. You go to our website. There's a little yellow button. Click on that to pick a time that's convenient for you. We're going to ask you a lot of very personal questions. And some people are like, why do you need to know this? Because we're not lazy. We want to do the best job by you possible. That means we need to know where you live, your zip code, your county, your marital status. Are you getting divorced? Are you moving? Are you going to do RV life? Do your kids live all over the country and you spend a lot of time out of your state, out of your service area? All of these things are important when we're trying to make a recommendation for you. Besides the obvious, what is your health? What medications do you take? A lot of other things to consider. So we want to talk to everybody individually to give you the best recommendation possible. So you're like, yeah, I got a plan a couple years ago and I like it. Do I have to do anything? You never have to do anything. But you might want to look and see if there are any other options. With so much change in the market constantly, you might just want to bounce off of us what you have and say, is this good? Should I stay here? Or is there something maybe that I might want to explore that might be more attractive? So again, our help's free. If you need help, go to our website. If you like this video, please give me a follow. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment. If you have a specific question, always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.